official Katy Needs A Podcast. I'm Katy. With me, as always, are my good friends. Here's Jake Simmons.
Hi.
Here's David Bolema.
Hello.
And here's Reggie Page.
What? Hello.
This week we have a very special guest. It's our good friend Pat Webster. Pat, go on and say hey.
Hello.
Yeah, that's right. Pat has the setup for ultimate sounding goods and stuff. If you're watching this on YouTube, you can see how great David looks. I don't know what's happening, but I don't know that I should be the host anymore. Anyway, I don't know what we're going to talk about this week. I just feel like we should keep getting together every Saturday until we get into a rhythm, and then these things will just fall into place. But yeah, what do you guys think we should talk about this week?
I love not a lack of preparation, but like a distinct focus on not preparing. I prefer that.
I don't feel like we live in the moment enough anymore, you know?
I live in Kalamazoo.
I find that we're more entertaining when we're thrown into a situation.
On the
So
plus
I
side,
think this is good.
Yeah.
I also just found out that I have a laugh button on this.
Oh,
So if
fuck
anything
yeah,
falls flat, I got you.
Does that mean we get a laugh track?
Yeah.
Oh, man. This just got way
I
better.
really love that.
Can we get like a clap track and it's like the audience stuff?
There's
We
this
gotta get
one,
that,
but it's like weirdly March-esque. Kind of dark.
that noise happens and my door behind me just opens. Buddha's just sitting there, staring.
In the middle of the doorway.
Did you guys
Cool.
learn anything cool this week?
I think I learned something, but I don't know if I remembered it. So did I really learn it?
Ooh,
Um,
that's the question.
fuck, what was it?
Well, Pat,
Please.
why don't you share what you've learned this week while Reggie thinks of what they learned?
So I went on a pretty deep dive yesterday or Thursday. But yeah, I got into like human vestigiality a lot. And it turns out that like depending on like the different like major races, like Aboriginal what is the word? Australians maybe? Whoever lives in that region. The Tasmanians, yeah, Tasmanian Aboriginals. They don't necessarily, or wait, they have wisdom teeth, but like indigenous Mexicans don't, like almost on 100% level. And like some people have like a secondary sense of smell that dogs have that didn't go away. I don't know.
Does that mean
There's a
they're
lot.
related to dogs too?
I'll tell you what, my mom has
Sure.
a keen sense of smell that I think is close to a dog. David,
Yeah.
I need the track. I need the laugh track.
I'm already dropping the ball. I lost my keyboard. Oh, it's under the desk.
Yeah, it all started because I was looking at my cat, and she's such a. But anyway, she was staring at me trying to get her to feed her, and I realized like she has that third eyelid, whereas like humans have that tiny little thing in the corner of your eye. And I was just thinking about like how cool it would be if you still had that, because it'd be a hell of a lot more useful to me than it would be for her. And then I just got mad, and then the deep dive spiraled.
That reminds me of that one alien in Men in Black that, like, in the beginning of the movie when he sees that he's an alien because his eye closes this way instead of, like, this way. David, did you learn something interesting this week?
Not enough that I feel confident enough talking about. Like, I was learning about predictive policing, which is weird and super racist, so I don't really want to, talk about that unless I'm way more educated on it.
I almost got a job doing that here last year.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I started the interview and I was just like, I don't want to live my life that way. That's pretty up. I didn't know this was real. No, thank you.
It's like working for Oculus or whatever. Isn't that the name of the corporation in whatever the movie is?
Yeah, there's a real company that does that though. I forget the name of them.
Yeah,
Like it scared the shit out of me. I was just like, I thought this was shit that was in movies, like you said.
Mhm.
that's crazy. I think that really, Zorro, you might be hearing a dog cry in the background. He's safe, don't worry. It's like
He's not. Not tied to a chair. Put the gag back in.
I thought that the article that you read, David, was about like LA or something. Like, of course, we're not
It
going to
was
do like a deep
Chicago
dive.
mostly, but Chicago was what I read about.
Oh,
But yes, it's weird.
Well,
Yeah.
I learned. I didn't learn something this week because apparently I forgot it, so it didn't stick. Fucking ADHD, I tell you what.
Tell you what.
this is so
I love that.
stupid. He's so stupid.
Oh, wait a minute here. I can make these even creepier. I'll figure it out. You'll see. Nice.
Did you guys know the band Solar Chairs from Australia?
I did not.
Yes. Yes.
I
did
thought they were
know
from
that.
like Iowa or something.
You see my
That would make all the sense in the world if they were.
Oh yeah. If I
Iowa's
lived in Iowa, I'd be angry too.
I don't know. Iowa seems like it's got its little scene going.
Yeah, it's
Yes.
shockingly hip.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like,
Slipknot's from Iowa.
Yeah.
isn't that where What's Eating Gilbert Grape is set?
No, that's set in shit. I'm gonna look this up now.
Idaho?
I thought it was an I state, but it's like Kansas, maybe? Maybe I'm wrong.
It
Big
was
Harley.
filmed here. I know that. Oh, it is Iowa. Yeah, in Dora.
Yeah, because he goes to the city or something in the book. Oh man, at some point I do want to do like a few comparison types of things because like the book What's Eating Gilbert Grape is so much better than the movie, and it has like so many more complicated things. And a similar thing would be looking at the movie Forrest Gump versus the book Forrest Gump because they are alarmingly different.
Yeah.
True.
Can you hear the dog crying?
Yep.
Yep.
Kind of.
Yeah.
I still think
Yeah.
the best part of the book is like when Arnie's like at the 4th of July celebration and like knocks all the stuff over with his costume or whatever.
I know, like it was kind of a bummer to me to realize how much they left out. Like in the book What's Eating Gilbert Grape, there's like this oh my god, I'm just gonna give him food really quick, but there's like this like storyline about like holy shit. Okay, 1 second, and we're back. Ooh, all right, well, that was exciting, wasn't it?
Yes.
It wasn't enough for him. Hold on, I got it. 1 second.
Oh my god.
Why is it on the ground?
I was thinking like
Well, he like
dumps it
specifically
right next to a bowl.
no, he specifically doesn't eat it unless it's actually on the floor. He will not eat it if it's in a bowl. We'll just sit there and cry.
Dude, one of our cats does the same thing. Like, but we give it to them in a bowl, and they'll pick it up bite by bite and set it on the ground next to the bowl, and
Also,
then
what
pick
he
it back up
does.
and eat it. It's very
Weird.
strange.
Stella picks it up, then throws it into the air and catches it and chomps it down, and just does
Just-
that with each piece.
Eats it.
That's just dick swinging. Is all
Yeah,
that is.
Pat, how does
Richard
Abby
swinging.
handle getting fed?
Like a normal pet.
What does she not scream anymore?
Oh, she always screams, but I mean, she doesn't pick up her food, put it on the floor, and then eat it. She just
Yeah.
eats it out of the bowl.
I don't
That's
know.
same.
There are things about our pets. So I was looking up some weird fun facts, right? Does anybody know any weird fun facts?
Mussolini really, really loved milk.
Really?
Huh.
Yeah.
Like,
Like to the point he made clothes out of milk.
Ugh.
clothes?
Yeah. Like basically they like processed the milk in a way to like basically became like a thread more or less, and then they just made clothes out of it. And I guess they still actually make these stuff,
I hope that those clothes melt in the rain.
right? Or smell funny.
It smell
Oh,
awful.
yeah, it definitely smells funny.
That is really gross.
Yeah, it's weird. Also, just it's milk. Why do people drink it? F***ing weirdos.
Right.
I recently found.
What?
I recently found out that Stalin really liked practical jokes and stuff. I found out that he was like really big into movies and stuff, and it was on his projectionist to choose what movie he watched, and he went through at least 3 of them. And if they chose a movie that offended him, which he was kind of like a prude, he didn't like romance in movies to a certain degree. He didn't like swearing. So he would just like have them and their whole families like killed and stuff. But he also liked practical jokes. And it's just like, can you imagine if like Stalin was behind a practical joke, like you walk through a door and a bucket of water fell on your head and you had to be cool about it because it was Stalin? Like, oh, thank you. Do you mind if I go to the bathroom and change my clothes? And he's like, then it won't be funny. And so you just have to be like wet all day.
You're wet. Put on these milk clothes.
Did you know Stalin was real short?
Yeah, he was like 5'4"
Like 5'4" or something?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't realize that his dad was a cobbler. And he was like, I don't want to be a cobbler. So he became a dictator instead.
Yeah. I mean, natural progression of things, I guess.
Yeah.
I don't know. I love learning stuff, but I always learn super dark stuff. And I feel like every time that I try to tell people about these things, they're like, what is your life like? And I don't want to hear about it. Stuff like that. Like being so into true crime seems to make a lot of people very uncomfortable.
Really? I feel like everyone's in a true crime.
I felt the same way because I felt like, you know, there's like this huge community of murderinos for My Favorite Murder. And then there's like all of these podcasts, all of these documentaries. But it's like a lot of people are just like really normal people and they are like taken aback by violence and they don't like murder. I don't know.
Oh, phooey.
I know.
Boring.
They just don't know they like murder yet.
I mean,
Yeah, they haven't been murdered.
Yeah, they haven't experienced the right murder yet.
Yeah.
It's
That's
like
the one.
listening to a band. You gotta experience on the right night. It's the right people.
I don't know. I think that it's just kind of an interesting thing. Like, I wonder a lot why I'm so into these really dark things, and I can't ever seem to like pinpoint what it is that is like this morbid fascination I've had with this like my entire life. But yeah, I love it. I love it a lot. There's like some really crazy things, and you can learn about the psychology and things that kind of led into these really bad people's upbringings. And maybe you can spot these bad things and stop them before they become real bad problems.
You ever get like weird nightmares from it?
No, the other day I got vaccinated. I got like my first round and then I came home and then I ate a burrito and then I felt like shit. And then I had nightmares all night. And it was like everything that I've been having terrible anxieties about, like losing my job or like seeing these things around the neighborhood, like all around my house and stuff. It was like I woke up and didn't know what was real. Like one of the parts of the dream was I got to work and my boss was there with some lady I'd never seen before. And they were like, some people have been talking about your hands. And I looked down at my hands and they're like black, like I'm like a coal miner or something. And they're like, do you ever wash your hands? And I was like, yeah, of course I do. And they didn't believe me. And they were like, we're going to have to figure out where you belong here now. And then left. And it was like, oh, God.
Have you recently watched the last episode of WandaVision?
Yes.
Yeah.
I feel like that could be a thing with the black
Yeah.
hands, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean,
that might be.
yeah. that show is so good. Are you guys excited for the new Marvel show that's coming out with like Sam and Bucky?
Falcon and the Winter
Yeah.
Soldier or whatever.
Yeah.
I'm excited for it, but not as excited as I was for WandaVision.
Yeah, same.
Yeah.
Did you see that
Feels
one?
like a buddy cop movie. In a way.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Did
which
you
I'm
see?
all about, but I
Yeah.
care less about those characters. It's
Yeah,
like,
and I'm a little less interested in a show about just like more shows about tough guys that are pals and stuff, you know?
yeah, for
Yeah.
sure.
What's WandaVision about?
It's about
Wanda and Vision.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's about a lot of stuff, though. It ties so many things together.
oh, it has to do with Avengers Endgame.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Like
I am so detached from the world. It's not even funny.
WandaVision's really good. It's on Disney Plus. Some people were like really turned off by the first few episodes because they're stylized in a certain way, but I thought that was really cool.
I like that
Yeah.
a lot too. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, they did a WandaVision, like a Fallon vision too, on one of the late night shows.
Yeah.
I saw that.
Yeah. That
It
wasn't
was
bad.
weird. I
Yeah.
liked it.
Yeah.
Did any of you guys catch the 1 year specials for the coronavirus for like any of the late night shows?
Not yet. I've seen like the YouTube videos pop up. I haven't watched any yet.
It's really weird. Like Jimmy Kimmel has been doing this year or this date in Corona history, and it's been kind of like funny, but still like not funny because it's like, oh,
Yeah.
shit. Yeah,
Because we're
like,
all f***ing traumatized still.
well, and like nobody knew what was going on. I mean, what was it like? How long were we into the virus and the lockdown before we were told that we were supposed to wear masks and stuff? Like those types of things. It's like shocking. Like watching the late night shows where they're like in each other's faces or like touching each
Yeah.
other. It's so weird.
Watching anything like that now is really bothersome to me.
Yeah, like on the episodes where they go try out a restaurant and they both stick their hand into the same dish and shovel it into their faces.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just like, am I ever going to eat at 10:10 again?
Yeah, that was a really great experience before the pandemic.
I know.
Like, you can't just go to a restaurant and eat there up there?
No, you
I
can.
mean, you can. They're like distanced, but I mean, a lot of people, we don't, you know? The
I don't
college
either.
kids do. Yeah.
Everyone here just kind of goes out like nothing's wrong in the first place.
Right
But
now, there's
they canceled COVID last week here in Texas, so
COVID
going
got
on
its
downtown
fucking
right now.
Twitter deleted.
yes.
My dad's down in Florida right now. He said it's like the exact same thing. Like nobody wears a mask fucking anywhere. Like it's just like it's not happening.
Spring break too right now, I think.
Yeah.
Well, like David was just saying, today is the big St. Patty's Day celebration. Like, of course, when this episode airs, it's going to be like a lot. It's going to have this is going to air a lot later than St. Patty's Day and stuff, but there are a lot of people walking around and
like a pub crawl, I think.
yeah, like
Yeah.
yesterday it's been like really nice in this area. Like the sun's been shining and it's been really warm compared to what it has been like leading up to this. So people have been out, and one of my friends said that some people came in and they're like fully vaccinated and stuff. So they just walked up and gave her a hug, and it was the most bizarre feeling she's had in a while. But yeah, she was like, that was the weirdest thing. And like, they've been coming to this place for like 10 years, so I didn't want to tell them like to get the off of me, but I like felt that way.
And I went to a
I
physical
have
therapist.
no problem telling anyone to stay the away from me.
I felt weird about like I went to the physical therapist yesterday and he shook my hand when he introduced himself, and that was kind of, it was like, we do that again?
Wow, what a psychotic dickhead.
Yeah, I know. Crazy.
A psychopath.
Oh, I love it.
David brings sound effects like every time now, and I didn't realize that he was getting into Foley work.
I don't know what a lot
Holy
of these
I didn't realize what shirt you were wearing.
Is that a Blaze
Oh,
Foley
Foley.
shirt?
It is a Mick Foley Ramon style T-shirt.
Oh,
100%
not nearly as cool.
always wrestling
The other
all
Foley.
the time.
Yeah.
Wrestling.
Wrestling.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Forgot you do that.
Well, I don't. I spend all my time watching it anyway. I have friends that are my age and older that are like starting to train wrestling right now. And I'm like, there's no way I could do that. Like, I hurt myself getting off the couch, which is like, people say that, but like, I do.
Right.
I'm always in pain.
I don't
This
know
dude
where.
looks like Tim Horton.
Ooh,
What?
Foley
You know
folks?
what Tim
Mick
Horton
Foley?
looks like?
I know what a Tim Hortons looks like.
The Tim Horton?
Yeah,
Like-
like
Of the Tim
building?
Hortons?
He has
Like
like
the
a
bill-
lumberjack picture on Wikipedia. That's
Are you
awesome.
talking about Mick Foley?
Yeah.
So he's like 4 different characters. And there's Cactus Jack, Mankind, which is the one everybody's probably most familiar with from the 90s, and Dude Love, and then just now Mick Foley is his action.
Okay.
Yeah, he's usually now got the flannel shirt and sweatpants.
He's from Bloomington.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Got the sock puppet thing anymore? Jake?
Yes, Mr. Sacco.
Yes?
He
Okay.
doesn't wrestle anymore.
The
but-
sock doesn't? Oh. Oh, okay.
The sock might be more active these days.
I kind of want to check this out. I think that it's something in Austin, but it might be somewhere else. There is this like wrestling league for like veterans.
Do you mean like legitimate, like competitive wrestling, or more like the pro wrestling entertainment style?
Entertainment style.
Oh, that's very cool. Well, either way would be cool, but
Yeah, like they like have like storylines and characters, and they like train several days out of the week. There was a special that Jordan Klepper did about it that I thought was super cool. But
okay.
Oh yeah.
dude, Jordan Klepper is pretty cool. I'm like surprised he didn't do more coverage of what the things that were happening in Kalamazoo, but he's a Kalamazoo dude too.
Speaking of Kalamazoo dudes, did you guys know the one of the guys from Letterkenny lived here for a spell?
What? Who?
The 2 hockey bros, I can't think of his name, but the long-haired hockey bro. His dad like coached the hockey team or something for like 2 years, and he lived here.
It's so funny because
Word.
when
Yeah.
I saw his character on Letterkenny, he reminded me so much of the Ultimate Frisbee dudes here.
Yeah.
Real talk, have you guys seen any good movies this week?
Watched Sonic yesterday.
I thought that was a cute movie. What did you think?
I enjoyed it.
I'm glad that they spent the extra time to work on his look, because the original trailer traumatized children.
Can we like put in an image of it here? I'll make like a horse sound. No, I can't make the sound. Never mind. What have I done?
Turn it off.
There it is. All right.
Yeah.
I was a little disappointed didn't have like Tails or Knuckles or anything, but I feel like that's a movie 2 and movie 3 kind of thing. Probably.
You gotta plug the movie into that other cart to get Knuckles in it.
Speaking of having time to do things, I
What
feel
about-
like the first like 7 months of all this, I was very productive as far as writing songs and recorded an EP and all this. And then the back half, I'm just nothing. I'm not working. I have no fucking like mental capacity to do anything but like rewatch Modern Family City and everything. I'm
Yeah,
accelerating my mush brain.
at least you're not on to like rewatching all of Friends yet. That's when you know you've hit rock bottom.
Boy, I started though. And
When
like
I-
8
when I-
episodes in, I was like, no, I can't do this.
Yeah,
When
not
I run
yet.
out of things, I usually just revert back to watching Futurama over again.
The Hypno-Toad. All glory to the Hypno-Toad.
Yeah.
Which I am quickly approaching that point.
Yeah,
What is
You-
the name of like the Willy Wonka snail from that episode?
Hypnotoad?
No.
Hypnotoad, no?
No,
Oh no, that's a
fucking
toad. What is a snail?
Slurms
It's not Slurms
McKenzie.
McKenzie.
No,
So
that's the
Slurms
dog
McKenzie is like
thing.
the mascot
Yeah.
that's like cool and
Oh, yeah.
shit. That's what I thought, but it's not that.
Okay. Like
Yeah,
the
it's like the
Queen?
Willy Wonka-esque character. Anyway,
Yeah.
you
That's
know what I'm talking about?
yeah. Fuck, I don't remember the name.
So I don't know. I'm sure none of you watched The Masked Singer, but a new season of The Masked Singer start, and there's a character that was basically just that fucking character. Like that's what the disguise was a snail with a fucking purple top hat on. I'm like, that's just Slurms McKenzie, which like that's that's what I thought the character's name was, but it's not. And it ended up being Kermit the Frog inside of it.
What?
And it
Yeah, how can that be? Isn't
Yeah,
the
that's
premise
the
of the show to
famous
guess who
character.
the singer is? Like,
Yes, it is.
I
And it
wouldn't
really-
think non-human is my first like.
That was the first time something like that has happened, and it really, I don't know why it hurt me so bad, but it really hit me that I'm doing nothing with my life right now.
There's a
Sorry.
puppet.
David.
So there's like hear me out. So there's a puppet singing inside of another costume.
Yep. And unsurprisingly, no one guessed it, because why would anyone guess Kermit the Frog?
What does he
Isn't
do with how big is
doesn't
this
that-
costume? What does he do with all the extra space?
Is
Right?
it a costume at that point, or is it just all puppet?
Yeah, it's just the extra
I mean, there
puppet
was somebody
skin.
inside it, like working Kermit. At least when they
Whoa.
like revealed who it was.
This
Anyway,
is-
I don't
But
know.
are
if it
they
was
also
or
in the
not.
costume, or is that what the big snail back is? Is that the person in there?
Wait. Back up.
think
Wait,
so.
back up.
Okay.
You watched The Masked Singer?
No, I didn't see it, but he was
I
just explaining
very
it was a
much
snail,
watched
so
The
I would
Masked
hide them
Singer.
in the.
We have to do a cover song for an upcoming comp. How should we go about doing that? Like, David and Reggie and I kind of rehearsed it the other day, but I'm not sure if we should try to like lay down drums first, or we should send you an instrument track, or like
Song
what
is
should we
it?
do? It's Soak Up the Sun.
Cheryl Crow.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
But we got to figure out a way to do it different, because
Yeah.
it's supposed to be our own. We're not supposed to cover it straight.
What I would say to do is just record like a scratch version with either guitar and vocals or keyboard and vocals, but please do it to a metronome. And
I will
then
not-
send it to me, and I can do the drums and then build from there.
Listen, if you can't feel my rhythm, get the fuck out.
Bro, there is one song for this fucking EP that I didn't record to a metronome because I didn't plan on putting drums and bass to it. And now I am putting drums over the top of it, and it's so fucking hard.
Yeah, don't worry, I got you. I like have been listening to a lot of my older music, and I didn't do anything to try to make it sound like I could play to a rhythm, and I feel that very hard today.
I always record to a metronome because when I was like 14 and started like just working in this one studio, they told me this really exaggerated story about Sweet Child of Mine and like Slash not recording to a click track and screwing up the intro. So him spending like a month and a half or something re-recording that guitar line over and over and over
Damn.
again. Oh, this reminds me. Okay, so if you were stuck in a room with nothing in it for all of eternity as your own personal hell and one song was on repeat, what would your worst choice like your own personal hell song on repeat endlessly? Mine is All Night Long by Lionel Richie.
No, man, that's too smooth.
Not for eternity. It's not.
Yeah. Yakety sax.
I can do it twice, maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's make this weird.
Mine would probably be any like radio country song from the last 15 years.
Oh, that.
Yeah. They're all interchangeable.
God,
And they all annoy me equally.
they're so bad.
I would really hate it, and it would suck forever. But I don't. It doesn't even matter what Red Hot Chili Peppers song or
Somebody-
Cheeseburger in Paradise. Oh God, no,
Yeah,
don't do that to me.
Which one do you
I-
hate more, Cheeseburger in Paradise or what's the other one? Margaritaville.
Yeah, fuck I've never heard Cheeseburger in Paradise, but if it's worse than Margaritaville,
I don't really like margaritas, and I do really like cheeseburgers. So probably the blasphemy that is the cheeseburger song.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Cheeseburgers are so good they don't need a song.
I don't know if I would have a cheeseburger in paradise. I feel like I would indulge in like
Sushi.
the local cuisine.
If
Yeah,
we're gonna
like
have sushi in paradise. Get
it
some
would
of that
probably, if it was
weird
truly
heaven
paradise,
fish.
it would be Pizza Island, and it would be pizza everywhere.
I mean, okay, paradise is literally whatever food you want for whatever. So if it's a hamburger that you want, then that's Hamburger Island. You know?
I think that my hell song would be probably like whatever song I was really vibing with before I was in that circumstance, because like I thought about this actually really recently, how if I was stuck with one song and that was the only song that I could hear forever, any song would drive me crazy. Like eventually I would be like, I can't handle this. Like, did you pull this question from like what song you would want to listen to forever that Stephen Colbert asked Billy Crystal?
Nope. All Night Long by Lionel Richie came on the radio, and I was like, "This, I can't even take the length of this song, let alone eternity." And then,
Maybe Hotel California.
yeah, Hotel California is pretty good.
It's like
See,
really
I-
long.
Hotel
Yeah.
California for me could hang though, because like I'd be like annoyed with it, and then fucking 3-part guitar solo. And it's like fuck yes.
Yeah,
let's
there's
go.
some bonkers shit in that song. I would be
Like
more
a-
frustrated having to listen to Desperado.
Now that it's like starting to get a little bit nicer outside, are you guys doing anything that is like a healthier activity to try to get into shape for summertime?
I've been doing that for the
I'm
last
trying to
couple
go
months.
disc golfing, but it never fucking works.
Day drinking. No, I'm kidding. I work too
Sleep
much.
a lot.
What have you been doing, Pat, to stay healthy?
Well, so summer starts here way earlier than it does up there. And I was just like, I don't want to be a fat alcoholic at the end of this pandemic whenever that happens. So I've been lifting weights 2 or 3 days of the week. And I go ice skating every Friday. And then when it wasn't raining every day, I was going rollerblading, I don't know, 3 or 4 miles.
I really
That
want to,
sounds so fucking fun.
yeah,
I
I
bet
really
like-
want to.
I've been
Go
playing
on.
Tony Hawk and thinking about skating.
Yeah, we should just go to Celery Flats sometime, and you can skateboard and I can longboard, and we'll get some exercise in. Maybe you can do
Yeah.
some ollies.
You fuck my legs.
Yeah, I know.
Let-
It's such a bad
let-
time.
I love it.
I mean,
Fucking
okay.
leg day. Can't skip leg day.
Okay, real talk. What is the worst alcoholic beverage to throw back up? I'll start Jägermeister because it tastes the same.
Oh,
Shit.
Yeah, it ruins
I
the
don't know.
experience of drinking it again in the future.
151. It still hurts on the way out.
True.
It's like
Pear vodka is just gross coming back out.
Ooh.
So champagne. Champagne's
Yeah.
like sewage.
Bloody Marys are concerning.
yeah.
maybe one of the worst drunk nights I ever had was doing shots of Jaeger with my grandmother at one of my shows. And actually, the Mushroom played too in South Haven. I got drunk enough that I passed out throwing up in the bathroom stall, and they had to like take the door off to get me out. So that was a great way to represent myself at a show I was playing.
Yeah.
How'd your grandma
Surprisingly,
do?
we didn't get asked back.
Jake, how'd your grandma do that night?
Fine. I mean, she was drunk, but I wasn't there when she left, so I don't know. Like, I'm sure she
I
got a
see.
ride home.
Oh
Yeah,
my
I had
gosh.
like aunts and uncles there, and they took care of her. Apparently, no one was worried about me. However,
Yeah. Rock and roll.
Yeah, Jake can handle it. It's fine.
bro, I could not handle it.
Let's talk about future plans really quick, because I think that like this summer it might not be super easy to tour, but that doesn't mean that we can't have like really good times together. Like I think it would be fun if we could meet with Pat halfway between here and Texas at like in like St. Louis and go to the City Museum, or maybe we could like, and this would be like after we're all vaccinated and stuff and like things are back into working order, but it would be really cool. Okay. And this is crazy. If like we all got like a big cabin and recorded an album, like old rock and roll style.
That'd be fun.
All my crap's portable.
Oh yeah.
I spent so much money on gear this year that I haven't been able to use, so I would be so excited for that.
We could actually
Okay,
do.
like,
we
let's
could
do it then.
Yeah, with 3 of them, we could do 16 and 96.
Like, Sean told me that the Already Dead guys did that once, where they like rented a cabin and everybody was doing tracks and stuff, and it was like 4 days of people alternating sleep, and they just came up with this thing, and like that sounds like a real awesome experience. Oh yeah, and ghost hunting this summer. I want to go ghost hunting so bad. Just
Good.
once. Like, I don't want to get any gear or anything or like learn more about how to do it. I just want to like
You just want to wander in abandoned properties at nighttime.
with
Yeah.
my
Yeah.
friends.
I'm into
Okay.
this idea.
Yes.
Well,
Yeah.
Okay, I do-
fucking late night B&Es, dude.
I want to like do it like
Yes.
legit at first though, where we go in and we get like the tour and we get all the history and stuff, and
remember
then we
this?
break in. Well, okay, we've probably come to the point in the night where we can like draw this to a close. But before we do, like we do every week, let's offer some unsolicited advice. David, you start.
I got none. That's come back around.
Okay. So when you're you know, drinking and smoking a bunch, go to bed. Go to actual bed.
Oh yeah.
The couch is only comfortable for so damn long.
I'll add an amendment.
And,
If you're drinking and bring a bottle of water to bed with you,
yeah,
or a glass of water. It's maybe a glass, not a bottle.
pee
It's bad for
yourself.
the environment, but bring some water. God.
Jake?
My advice would be to, what do I do? Do something.
You froze.
Well, I don't know. Just start over. What do I do?
Yeah.
Yeah, start over.
We didn't hear any of it.
My advice is to keep a mask in your pocket. Take one with you. Keep it in your fucking pocket. Otherwise, you'll be walking down the street and you'll run into someone that you won't have a fucking mask on, and you'll be like, "Fuck, later. Bye. I can't talk to you. I don't have a mask on." It's happened to me many a times.
Wait,
now.
why did I didn't mean to
Jeez.
push that.
Okay, Jake, I'm sorry for not having a mask on the other day. I was just trying to walk my dog. Didn't think I was going to see anybody.
This is not a shot at you. This is very much what happens to me a couple times a week. You just happened to catch me on the day that I was already wearing one.
I do need to be better about carrying one in my pocket. I always have them in my car, which I feel like is a level of preparedness that I didn't think I would have. But after like a year, you just get used to stuff. Pat, our special guest, what advice do you have to offer the world?
Use floss.
Yeah.
Ooh,
Because
yeah,
then when you
that's-
go to the dentist, they're like, you know what? I can
Yeah.
tell you floss. And it feels just like you're 3 or I don't know, like you're 6 years old and your mom's telling you did a good job.
Right? Isn't
Except
that the best
you're
feeling?
an adult. It is.
Yeah.
They're like, hey, you're not a piece of shit. Good job.
That is solid advice. And here's my advice. It's the same every week. Be rad. Stay chill and always do the right thing. Thanks so much for being with us this week, Pat. And thanks everybody for tuning in. Join us again next week and smash that subscribe.
Smash that.
Yes, that's right.
Wang that bell.
Smash subscribe.
Bye.